The 90s. The decade of mixtapes, denim overalls, and of course, some of the most unforgettable romance TV shows. Whether you were rooting for star-crossed lovers, swooning over dramatic love triangles, or just enjoying the heartwarming moments, these shows had something special. They didn't just entertain us, they became a part of our lives, shaping our idea of love and relationships. So let's rewind the clock and take a look at some of the most iconic romance series that made us laugh, cry, and believe in happily ever afters. Number 5. Beverly Hills, 1990 to 2000.
Brenda, you're just pretending to be, and I think you like it. I think you like living in Brenda's house. You like sleeping in Brenda's bed. You got Brenda's brother.
Oh, come on. You know we had to start with this one. Beverly Hills wasn't just a show. It was a full-blown cultural phenomenon. If you didn't have a favorite couple to obsess over, were you even watching? Brandon and Kelly, Dylan and Brenda, Donna and David, the love stories were endless, and so was the drama. Set in the glamorous world of Beverly Hills, the show followed a group of privileged high schoolers navigating love, heartbreak, and let's be honest, a ridiculous amount of relationship drama. But that's what made it so good. One moment, you'd be celebrating the cutest couple finally getting together, and the next, bam, someone's cheating, someone's moving away, or someone's caught in a dramatic love triangle. It was like a roller coaster you never wanted to get off of. What made Beverly Hills 90210 so legendary was how it mixed romance with real-life issues. It wasn't just about dating, it was about growing up, making mistakes, and figuring out who you were. And let's not forget that theme song. Just hearing it brings back all the nostalgia. Fun fact, the show was so popular that it lasted an entire decade, proving that people never get tired of a good love story, especially one with lots of drama. Number 4. Avonlea, 1990 to 1996. Time to slow things down and take a trip to the picturesque town of Avonlea. If you loved period dramas with a dash of romance, this was the show for you. Based on the stories of Lucy Maud Montgomery, Avonlea transported us to a simpler time where love was tender, heartfelt, and sometimes a little complicated. The show followed Sarah Stanley, a young girl sent to live with her relatives in the small Canadian town of Avonlea. But while it was mostly a family drama, it didn't shy away from romance. From long-lost loves reuniting to the slow-burning relationships that made your heart melt, Avonlea had it all. It was the kind of show that made you believe in true love and fate, where every stolen glance and heartfelt confession felt like a scene straight out of a classic novel. If you were the type to get emotionally invested in love stories that took their time to blossom, this was definitely the show for you. It had all the charm of a good old-fashioned romance, but with the depth and emotion that kept us coming back for more. Fun fact, the series was a spin-off of Anne of Green Gables, so if you were a fan of that world, Avonlea felt like a warm hug of nostalgia. Number 3, Zorro, 1990 to 1993. All right, let's add some action to our romance. Zorro wasn't just about sword fights and masked heroes, it was also about passion, forbidden love, and undeniable chemistry. This show gave us a swashbuckling hero who fought for justice and still found time to steal a kiss or two. Talk about multitasking. Set in Spanish California, Zorro followed Don Diego de la Vega, who secretly fought injustice as the masked vigilante Zorro. And of course, no hero's journey is complete without a love story. The tension between Zorro and his love interests was electric, full of longing glances and dramatic declarations of love. It was the kind of romance that kept you glued to the screen, hoping they'd finally get their happy ending. What made this show stand out was its blend of adventure and romance. One minute, you'd be watching an epic sword fight, and the next you'd be swooning over a heartfelt love confession. If you ever dreamed of a dashing hero riding in to save the day and maybe steal your heart, Zorro was the show for you. Fun fact, this wasn't the first Zorro adaptation, but it was definitely one of the most romantic. The show gave us some of the most iconic love stories ever told in an action-packed setting. Number 2. Equal Justice, 1990 to 1991.
This is your father's chambers.
I did not drive her insane. She is not insane.
She is forbidden fruit. You did this?
Now, I know what you're thinking. A legal drama? Romance? Absolutely! Equal Justice brought us all the courtroom action we could handle. But it also delivered a dose of steamy office romance that kept us hooked. Set in a busy district attorney's office, this show followed lawyers juggling tough cases while also navigating complicated relationships. And let's be honest, nothing makes romance more dramatic than two people trying to hide their feelings while debating legal ethics in a tense courtroom. The show had just the right mix of serious drama, heart-melting moments, and enough tension to keep us glued to our screens. Sadly, Equal Justice didn't last long, but for those of us who watched, it was a hidden gem of romance and legal intrigue. If you ever fantasized about falling for a brilliant attorney with a sharp wit and a soft heart, this was the show for you. Fun fact, Sarah Jessica Parker played a young attorney in this series before she became the ultimate queen of romance in Sex and the City. Number 1. Hull High, 1990. Imagine a high school where drama, romance, and musical numbers all collided. Welcome to Hull High. This show was a unique mix of teen romance, high school struggles, and musical performances that made it stand out from the crowd. Hull High followed a group of students and teachers at a California high school, tackling real-life teen issues with a mix of comedy, heart, and song. The romance was front and center, from classic high school crushes to complicated love triangles, giving us all the teenage angst and swoon-worthy moments we craved. While it only lasted one season, Hull High had a charm that made it memorable. The combination of romance and music gave it a fun, fresh vibe, making it one of those hidden gems of 90s TV. If you ever wished your high school experience felt more like a musical, this was the show for you. Fun fact, Hull High was an early attempt to blend music and drama in a high school setting, years before Glee brought the concept to mainstream popularity. And there you have it, another round of 90s romance TV shows that made our hearts race and our eyes tear up. The 90s truly had something special when it came to love stories. Did we miss one of your favorite romance shows from the 90s? Let us know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more nostalgia-fueled content. Until next time, keep the romance alive.